Mrs. Griffith here for a story time this morning, and I think you can see I've got somebody else with me here today. I've got my good old friend Baltley Sans Bear. He's come to listen to the story because it's one of his favourite stories. Now, I don't know if you guessed, I'm sure you did. I'm sure you guessed from the clues, but this week's story is Little Red Riding Hood, and it's also one of my favourites. We love acting this out in my house. We have to take turns though to be Little Red Riding Hood or Granny or the Wolf. We really enjoy playing that at night time. Exciting times. So here is Little Red Riding Hood. Here we go. I love this story. Little Red Riding Hood lived with her mother and father in a house in the forest. Yeah. Oh, another character, the woodcutter. One day, Little Red Riding Hood's mother said, "Will you take these cakes to your grandma?" "Yes," said Little Red Riding Hood, and off she went. Who is she going to bump into in the woods? I'm not going to show you yet. Grandmother's house was at the other side of the forest. A wolf lived in the forest. Oh, look at his sharp teeth. When the wolf saw Little Red Riding Hood, he said, "I will eat her up." And he ran all the way to Grandma's house. Look at him licking his lips. I think he's hungry to eat up Little Red Riding Hood. Little Red Riding Hood knocked on her grandma's door. "Come in," said a funny voice. "Is that Grandma's voice?" "Whose voice is it? Whose voice do you think, Baltley Sans Bear?" "Grandma's?" He hasn't been listening to the story. Little Red Riding Hood went into the house. "Come closer, my dear," said the funny voice. She's looking a little bit confused in the picture, thinking, something's not quite right here. "Oh, Grandma," said Little Red Riding Hood. "What big ears you have! All the better to hear you with, my dear," said the funny voice. "Come closer." Oh no. "Oh, Grandma," said Little Red Riding Hood. "What big eyes you have! All the better to see you with, my dear," said the funny voice. "Come closer." Oh no, don't get too close. "Oh, Grandma," said Little Red Riding Hood. "What big teeth you have! All the better to eat you with," cried the wolf. She's looking quite scared now, isn't she? I wonder who's going to come and save the day. Who's going to make this story a happily ever after? The wolf jumped up and chased Little Red Riding Hood round and round the house. "Help!" cried Little Red Riding Hood. Oh, she's looking quite scared. What do you think's going to happen, Baltley Sans Bear? Oh, he thinks that somebody's going to come and save her. Wonder who that could be. Little Red Riding Hood's father was in the forest. He ran to Grandma's house to help. Look, and the father is a woodcutter. Here he comes. The wolf jumped up when he saw Little Red Riding Hood's father. Then he ran and was never seen in the forest ever again. And they all lived happily ever after. Oh, what a lovely story. See if you can have a go at acting it out in your house. We do like doing that in my house, and then have a look at this week's tasks to see what you're going to be doing. Hope you enjoyed the story. Did you? Oh, Botany Sans Bear really enjoyed that. He said that one was one of his favourites. Thank you. Bye.